Now then guys, welcome to another episode. I'm Jason. I'm here with my friend today. Say hello, Danny.
Hello.
AKA Durder. So this is part 2 of modifying the wiring loom in the engine bay. If you remember from the last video, we ended up separating the wiring loom into 2 parts so I could run that relay box behind the wing. So today, in today's video, we're going to be reinstalling the brake ballast, reinstalling the relay box which lives on top of that, and then fixing the fuse box which lives at the side of it, and then hopefully trying to find somewhere to mount the relay box underneath the wing or behind the bumper. I'm still not quite sure on it really. So let's crack on.
So I've reinstalled the bracket for the brake ballast. I gave it a good going over in the sandblaster and then painted it with some satin black as well, just to make it look a bit more tidy, because it was starting to look a bit scabby and rotten. So now I've done that, I'm going to crack on and refit the brake ballast. It should go in there, so give me 2 seconds. So brake ballast is now back in place. A few of you may notice that there is 2 brake lines which are missing there. They're just to go across there, so more than likely I will kind of take this apart again to put them back on, but just more for video purposes. So what we're going to do now is, this is the second bracket. Same thing, this has been sandblasted and repainted in satin black just to look nice. And then this goes that way on top there like that. It's really hard trying to do this with one hand, but so that will go on top of there roughly like that, and then the relay box will go on top there. So if you want to just give me a minute, I'll fit that in place and I'll show you how to refit the relay box what lives on top. So I'm just messing around with the fuse box a little bit, just trying to get these out of the way, and I noticed something which might be good to share. When you're taking this fuse box off and messing around with it, you need to unslide all the fuses and then these little fuse housing things here. So when you're putting them back in, if you forget obviously which way they go, if you look at the end here, at the end where it slides in, they're all different shapes. Now it will only go in one way, so you'll never be able to get it wrong. You'll always have to put them back in the order which they have to be in, because you can't slide it in any other way. So yeah, just look out for that if you're ever having to pull these apart. Just look for the end bits there, and then you'll be able to see which one goes into which one. Helpful tip. I've just put the relay box back in place. It's really simple to do. There's just 2 guiders there, and then on the side there as well, and you just slide it into them until it clicks, and then the wires just feed up through the right hand side here. And then same thing on these little on the relays, there's just little sliders what everything slides into. If you just push them down until they click, and then it's literally, it's that simple. It's such an easy job to do. So where is it? There it is. We just pop the cap, hoping I've got this the right way around. I haven't. So yeah, cap just goes on top there like that, and then we've got the top here, that's for the fuses. That's the one. No, it's not, it's the right one. Bear with me, this is really hard doing it one-handed, and I'm left-handed as well. Come on, 1 minute. I'm going to try it with my other hand. So, making myself out to be a right stupid idiot here now. Go in. There we go. Yes! Right, so that's the fuse box done. That's the relay box done. This wire here, I don't know if you remember me mentioning in one of the earlier videos, is I'm going to be running the battery cable, with the battery to the boot. So this is the main power cable for the fuses. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to sack this off, put the longer cable will obviously, it will go to a connector for the wiring harness off the engine, and then that will then run to the boot. But to be honest, that's another video in general. We'll get back to that in a later video. But for now, relay box is done, fuse box is done. So it's now moving on to the second relay box down here, which we're going to try and suss out where we're going to mount this. I feel like I didn't explain myself properly. Right, so this is a power cable that runs to your battery, right? And then if you go to the engine, power cable for the battery. But because I'm going to be running the battery in the boot, and I don't want to just put a connector on the end of that because it's dangerous, I'm going to take this wire off and then fit a longer wire, which is just like a connector under the fuse box there, and then just join it to the power cable from the engine, and then that will run to the boot. If that makes more sense. I hope it makes more sense. We'll explain it better in another video. So after about an hour and a half of fannying about and making the most random brackets, I think I've came up for the best solution for mounting the relay box behind the wing. So what happens is, take this screw off here, please don't fall apart, and then we take the headlight out, and the bumper fell off, and it's just there. I've basically just cable tied it next to the washer bottle. I think it's the easiest and sensiblest solution. I was thinking about mounting it behind the wing, but the thing is, if anything did happen and I had to get to that relay box and it was hidden behind the wing, I'd be fuming with myself really. So yeah, that is the best solution I think I'm going to come up with for tonight. It's not quite up to my OCD standards, but for practicality purposes, I think that's the best solution. So yeah, happy with that.
So that's where I'm going to end this video for tonight. Same again, just want to thank you all for watching, and see you in a couple of days. Laters.